Spain is more than just Madrid and Barcelona. Those cities are amazing, but Spain is a country that just keeps on giving. It's like an onion of travel, but without the tears, unless you forget to pack your sunglasses. So what are we waiting for? We're about to jump headfirst into the top 10 offbeat places to visit in Spain. Buckle up because we're about to go from zero to fiesta in 3, 2... Just kidding, we're already at fiesta level. Let's do this thing. First up, we're headed to Ronda, a city that's basically balancing on a giant cliff. Imagine this. You're strolling through cobblestone streets, soaking up the sun, and bam! You look up, and there's a mind-blowing gorge right in front of you, with the Puente Nuevo bridge casually spanning the gap. This bridge isn't just any bridge, though. It's like the Beyoncé of bridges, iconic, breathtaking, and worth traveling across the world for. Ronda is a city that's meant to be wandered. Get lost in the narrow streets, stumble upon hidden squares, and soak up the atmosphere of this historic gem. Oh, and did I mention the food? From tapas bars to traditional restaurants, your taste buds are in for a real treat. But hey, don't just take my word for it. Get out there and experience the magic of Ronda for yourself. Trust me, it's a game changer. Next stop on our Spanish adventure, we're diving into the world of art and beaches in, you guessed it, Cadaqués. All right, let's talk Cadaqués. Imagine a place where the houses are whiter than your pearly whites after a trip to the dentist. The water's bluer than, well, something really blue. And the vibes are so chill you'll practically turn into a hammock. This coastal town is like a magnet for artists, and it's not hard to see why. With its stunning light, charming streets, and laid-back atmosphere, it's the kind of place that makes you want to whip out a paintbrush and start creating masterpieces. Speaking of masterpieces, Cadaqués was once home to the one and only Salvador Dali. And guess what? You can actually visit his house, which is now a museum. But Cadaqués isn't just about art. It's also about those beaches, baby. We're talking crystal clear water, golden sand, and enough sunshine to make you forget all your worries. So pack your swimsuit, your shades, and your most artistic hat, because Cadaqués is calling. And hey, if you happen to get inspired and create a masterpiece while you're there, you can thank me later. Up next, we're hitting the books, not literally chill out, in the student city of Salamanca. Get ready to feel smart, because we're about to hit up Salamanca, a city that's practically overflowing with history and knowledge. I'm talking ancient universities, grand plazas, and more historical buildings than you can shake a textbook at. But don't worry, Salamanca isn't all about hitting the books. It's also about soaking up the vibrant atmosphere, thanks to its massive student population. Now, when you're in Salamanca, you absolutely cannot miss the Plaza Mayor. Seriously, this place is like the heart and soul of the city. But hey, there's more to Salamanca than just the Plaza Mayor. Explore the ancient university, wander through the historic streets, and don't forget to try some of the local delicacies. Salamanca is a city that's got it all. History, culture, nightlife, and enough charm to make you want to stay forever. Next up, we're going full-on adventure mode in Cuenca, home of the hanging houses. Hold on to your hats, people. We're entering the realm of gravity-defying architecture in Cuenca, famous for its hanging houses perched on cliffs. Centuries-old buildings clinging to the rock face like Spider-Man. Cuenca is a maze of cobblestone streets and colorful houses. Adventure junkies, Cuenca's got hiking trails and rock climbing. Whether you're an architecture enthusiast or adventure seeker, Cuenca is a must-see. Just lay off the churros before checking out the hanging houses. Calling all Game of Thrones fans, this next destination is about to have you saying winter is coming faster than you can say pass the paella. We're headed to Girona, a city so steeped in history and medieval charm that it's practically bursting at the seams with ancient awesomeness. Seriously, walking through Girona's old town is like stepping back in time. You've got cobblestone streets, narrow alleys, towering walls, and buildings that look like they've been plucked straight out of a history book. And speaking of Game of Thrones, Girona was actually a filming location for the show. Yeah, you heard that right. You can walk the same streets as Daenerys Targaryen, Jon Snow, and the rest of the gang. But even if you're not a Game of Thrones fanatic, Girona has something for everyone. Explore the Jewish quarter, wander along the ancient city walls, and don't forget to climb to the top of the cathedral for breathtaking views of the city. Trust me, Girona is a city that'll capture your imagination and leave you wanting more. Next stop, Caceres, where Roman ruins meet Moorish architecture. Get ready for a history overload because we're about to hit up Caceres, a city that's like a giant melting pot of architectural styles. We're talking Roman, Islamic, Gothic, you name it, Caceres has got it. It's like the city's been around for so long it's picked up a little something from every era. And the best part? You can see it all just by wandering through the city's old town, which just so happens to be a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Imagine this. You're strolling along cobblestone streets, soaking up the sun, and bam! you turn a corner and find yourself face to face with a Roman temple. Then, just when you think it can't get any cooler, you stumble upon a Moorish palace. Caceres is a city that'll keep you guessing, exploring, and wondering how on earth one place can hold so much history. So, put on your walking shoes, grab your camera, and get ready to experience a city that's like a time capsule of architectural delights. Next up, we're trading history for deserts and beaches in Almeria. Alright, time to swap those history books for some sunscreen, because we're about to hit up Almeria, a city that's all about sun, sand, and a whole lot of desert vibes. Almeria's here to shake things up with its dramatic desert landscapes, rugged coastline, and beaches that'll make you want to ditch your responsibilities and become a professional sunbather. But hey, Almeria isn't just about soaking up the rays. It's also home to the Alcazaba, a Moorish fortress that's perched on a hilltop overlooking the city. Imagine this. You climb to the top of the fortress, the wind whipping through your hair, and bam! You're greeted with panoramic views of the city, the desert, and the sparkling Mediterranean Sea. And speaking of the Mediterranean, Almeria's coastline is dotted with some of the most beautiful beaches in Spain. We're talking crystal clear water, golden sand, and enough sunshine to make you forget all your worries. So whether you're a desert adventurer, a beach bum, or just someone who appreciates a good view, and seriously, who doesn't? Almeria is a must-see on your Spanish adventure. Next up, we're venturing off the beaten path to Teruel, home of Mudéjar architecture. Get ready to experience a hidden gem, because we're about to venture off the beaten path to Teruel, a city that's full of surprises, stunning architecture, and a whole lot of charm. Now, Teruel might not be as famous as some of its Spanish counterparts, but trust me, this city is a must-see for anyone who appreciates history, culture, and architecture that'll make your jaw drop. We're talking Mudéjar architecture, people. Mudéjar architecture is like a beautiful blend of Islamic and Christian styles, and Teruel is home to some of the most impressive examples in all of Spain. Imagine this. You're strolling through the city, soaking up the atmosphere, and bam! You turn a corner and find yourself face to face with a building that looks like it's straight out of a fairy tale. With its intricate details, colorful tiles, and soaring towers, Mudéjar architecture is a feast for the eyes and a testament to Spain's rich cultural heritage. But Teruel isn't just about architecture. It's also a city with a rich history, charming streets, and a laid-back atmosphere that'll make you want to stay forever. Next stop, La Rioja, where the wine flows like water, almost. Calling all wine lovers. This next destination is about to have you saying cheers more times than you can count on two hands. We're headed to La Rioja, a region that's practically synonymous with wine, vineyards as far as the eye can see, and enough delicious food to make you want to loosen your belt a notch, or two. Seriously, if you're a fan of wine, La Rioja is basically a pilgrimage site. We're talking rolling hills covered in vineyards, wineries of all shapes and sizes, and enough wine tasting opportunities to make even the most seasoned sommelier say uncle. But hey, it's not just about drinking wine in La Rioja. It's about experiencing the whole culture that surrounds it. Imagine this. You're strolling through a vineyard, the sun warming your face, and the air filled with the scent of grapes. You stop at a local winery, sample some of the region's finest vintages, and learn about the winemaking process from the people who know it best. La Rioja is a region that's all about slowing down, savoring the good things in life, and enjoying the company of good people, and good wine, of course. Next up, we're ending our Spanish adventure on a high note, literally, in Formentera. Alright, we've explored cities, we've conquered mountains, we've even sipped our way through wine country. Now, it's time to end our Spanish adventure on a high note, literally, in Formentera, an island paradise that's practically synonymous with crystal clear water, white sand beaches, and a whole lot of relaxation. Imagine this. You step off the ferry, the sun warm on your skin, and the scent of salt air filling your lungs. You make your way to the beach, spread out your towel, and bam! You're greeted with a view that looks like it's straight out of a postcard. Formentera is the kind of place where you can truly disconnect from the hustle and bustle of everyday life and just be present in the moment. Whether you're swimming in the crystal clear water, sunbathing on the pristine beaches, or exploring the island's charming villages, Formentera is all about slowing down, relaxing, and recharging your batteries. Rent a bike, explore the island's hidden coves, and indulge in delicious seafood at a beachside restaurant. From bustling cities to charming towns, from rugged mountains to idyllic islands, Spain has truly stolen our hearts. So there you have it, folks. Our whirlwind tour of Spain's top 10 offbeat destinations. From the gravity-defying houses of Cuenca to the wine-soaked hills of La Rioja, Spain has something for everyone. If you loved this video and want to see more travel adventures, hit that subscribe button and give us a thumbs up. And be sure to let us know in the comments below which destination you're dying to visit. Pack your bags and start exploring.